Welcome to Crypto Answers, the channel where we take focused questions on digital assets and explain them in short, concise videos, one at a time. Today, I want to talk about a crypto IRA platform from iTrustCAPITAL. There's a referral code. I'll put it in the description, and you can get $100 to sign up if you use that referral code. So if you do decide on it, I'd really encourage you to use that. And I'll also have this URL in the description, and there's several videos from iTrustCAPITAL covering their platform there, and you can go there to do some research. Quick disclaimer: this is not financial or tax advice, and a disclosure. I am a customer of iTrustCAPITAL and have been so since 2020. So here's some basic info on the platform. They have over 100,000 accounts so far. They have traditional and Roth IRAs, and they only offer IRAs. They have cold storage security partnered with Coinbase Custody to supply that. There are 28 plus assets available on the platform, and they support 24/7 trading. There's a 1% trading fee. They used to have a $30 a month fee, but they retired that the fall of 2021. And you can transfer crypto in kind from another crypto IRA provider if you have another account set up. That's something I actually did because I started with Bitcoin IRA and decided to transfer over to iTrust. The deposits are insured, so that means that if your crypto is on the platform and there's some sort of hacking, that should protect you from that. And they have customer support, and you can schedule a support with a real person. And they have a web and a mobile app. So here's a picture here of each of those. Let's talk about some of the advantages of having crypto in an IRA. And I think the number one advantage is there are no capital gains taxes, not short term or long term. So if you're trading in and out of things, not only do you not have to worry about what the gains might be with respect to taxes, you don't need to worry about if it's a short term or a long term holding. Traditional IRAs are taxed at the income rate when you withdraw. So whatever your tax bracket is when you start withdrawing, that's what your tax uh, value is going to be determined from. Roth IRAs, however, are not taxed when you withdraw at all. And something that maybe not everyone knows is that you can still open a Roth IRA even if your income exceeds the max allowed for cash contributions. And this is known as a backdoor Roth. So what you can do is you can roll over funds from a normal IRA into the Roth. The trick is you need to pay the tax at the conversion. So you're paying the tax up front. An example is, let's say we had converted $10,000 and our tax bracket is 20%. That means you have to pay $2,000 in the tax year that you do that conversion. And I went with the Roth option because it also shelters the account from all future taxes. So there's no worry about taxes. Once you pay that initial tax, you're done. And it seems very appropriate for an account containing high volatility assets like cryptocurrencies, because if things go where we think they're going to go, the value could explode and the taxes are gone. You've already paid them, so you have no more tax liability. All right, let's play with some numbers. Let's take a hypothetical example. Let's say we're doing a Roth conversion. So we're going to convert $10,000 from another IRA. Your tax bracket is currently 20%. So you need to pay $2,000 in taxes this year. And then let's say 5 years go by and the account value goes from 10,000 to 100,000. So it's gone up 5 times. Now remember, we paid $2,000 in taxes, but if we had not converted to a Roth, the tax owed would be 20,000, right? We're still assuming the same tax bracket 5 years later when we're going to withdraw the money. So we'd have to pay 20,000. So basically, if that scenario played out, we would have saved $18,000 in taxes, and you'd be up 88,000, right? So 88,000 comes from the 100,000 minus the 10,000 we deposited and minus the 2,000 we paid in taxes, and that's how I got to 88,000. And let's flip it around. So now let's look at worst case scenario. The account goes to zero. So we would have paid $2,000 in taxes, and then you're going to lose your original 10,000 investment. So now you're down 12,000. So let's look at the numbers. Up 88,000 in one scenario and down 12,000 in the other scenario. And this is what they call an asymmetric bet, and it could fall in your favor. It looks pretty good in this case. Okay, let's just take a quick look at the site. As you can see, I'm at itrustcapital.com, and we can look at the pricing. So there's no longer a monthly account fee. Transaction fees are 1% on all trades. And well, I didn't really mention it, but they also have some gold and silver options for assets that you could buy. So there's a lot of information on the website. They tell you how it works. They've got a lot of videos themselves that show you. They give you basic information about iTrust and the ins and outs of what you need to learn to be able to use the platform. And there's a support. So they got a knowledge base here, and you could also arrange for a call from support personnel, and you can talk over whatever issues or questions that you have. There's a few features coming that I thought you guys might be interested in. So they're talking about bringing yield and staking income onto the platform, so that add a little extra value to your account. They're also looking at bringing on next day ACH transfers, so that'll make funding the account a lot faster. And they're adding new assets all the time. So I think that when I started, there was less than 10 assets on the platform, and now we're approaching 30. So that's adding 20 assets in less than a year and a half. That's it for today. If you guys have any additional questions regarding iTrust, send those to me. Or if you have something else unrelated, crypto related, that you want to try and get answered, please send me your question. There'll be a URL in the description of the video. Just click on that and submit your question. And I want to encourage you guys to like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and I'll add that referral link for iTrust if you guys are interested in joining the platform. I'll have it down in there. And believe you've got till April 18th to open an account for 2021. Thanks, guys.